Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and welcome back for some more Foundry. In the last episode, we had gone through and kind of expanded our science setup. We got more machines producing more science faster, or we would if we had all the supplies coming in that we need. So, if you look here, we're clearly missing Technum rods. These go here for Tier 1 science. That is not so much a production issue as it is a logistics issue, I think. I think we're producing plenty of it. We just can't get it fast enough. So that's one of the things that I'm thinking of setting up today is a dedicated landing pad for each of our three resources that we're importing to our production area. Excuse me, that hurt. Bumped my knee. So our Technum, our Xeno, and our steel, right? We're importing all three of those to a single pad over here in our production area, and I think that is slowing down the process. So it doesn't look like there's actually any ships waiting right now to land, which is good. But I've only got the Technum and Xeno running at the moment because we're pretty well full up on steel beams. Well, we were. I've had it shut off for a hot minute, so we're actually empty on steel beams now, so we're gonna have to go set that up again. So we got another ship coming in now. And we are unloading what? What are you carrying? You've got Xenoplate. And our Xenoplate it's not keeping up. And again, I think that is mostly a logistics issue. So I'm thinking maybe we set up a dedicated pad to receive Xeno, Technum, Steel, not necessarily in that order, but it looks like we can just about fit all three of them right here in this same area. We'll have to do a little rejigging with belts and stuff, but that's pretty simple process. And I think the first thing we should probably do is go over and shut these things off, just so they're not delivering stuff on lines that we're trying to temporarily empty. And then once we do that, I want to get kind of some supplemental lines for these things coming in. Or at least bolster their production back over in the production area. So you see our concrete's not doing too well. Our circuit boards are really ropey too. So I want to kind of increase our production on those items so that we can have a steady, basically a full belt all the time of those products. Did I grab? I did not. In fact, I gotta go clean out my inventory real quick. Should have done that before I started. But yeah, I think increasing the frequency in which we can get deliveries of each of those types of materials will help keep our production levels up. And then I also want to go through and set up some more science research servers to speed up the science production in that capacity as well. All right, I think we'll probably just drop most of this stuff off over here because I'm pretty confident that our I'm pretty confident that our assemblers are pretty well full of the things that we can use to upgrade here. So I'm going to drop off all of our Tier 1 stuff for sure. Tier 1 slopes, and that's it. You can take the rest of our tier 1 slopes. You take our tier 1 miners. I think those I may actually go drop into our circuit makers over here. Because Technum has been our holdup on circuits. Circuits are which belt? This one. You circuits? You are circuits. So you drop off our electronic components here, and that will give us a big boost in production. I think that's probably about all I got. Yep. Alright, what else do we got? Got a lot of loaders. That's from cleaning up a bunch of the stuff over in the science area. We've still got more cleanup to do over there, insanely. But I got a good deal of that done off of camera as well. So come over here, drop some of these loaders off so that we're not carrying them around. Let's see, we got tier 1 or first lane loaders here. Let's sort this all up. Throw. Yeah, we'll hold on to a full stack and a part of each, I think. Second lane, second lane, second lane, second lane, second lane, second lane. Holy cow. Alright, so I don't know how I ended up with 300 second lane loaders. It's 2, 3. Alright, and there's that and a part. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and keep hanging on to these things. Go drop off the mechanical parts and the plates somewhere. Things need things, right? You can take some plate. You're not making anything. You take advanced mechanical parts. You take steel. Got some of that on me. Go over there, thank you. You take steel. I don't have any more, just used it. You take mechanical parts. Here you go. And you take mechanical parts. Here you go. Alright, so that should be most of that stuff. Still got a lot of Xenoplate on us. Let's see if we can go find somewhere to get rid of that. Not you. No. Most of this stuff over here is going to take kind of higher tier products, I think. Yeah. But stuff over here should be taking some more of the basic stuff. Xenoplate. Nope, too far. Okay, cool. You'll take some Xenoplate. Yay. You'll take some. You'll take some, and that's it. A little bit of Xeno ore, a little bit of Technum, and we're pretty well cleaned out. Do I have an assembler container? thought I had one. Almost certain I have one. I do have one. Good, you'll be able to take them all. Hey, get over there. Because we're not using tier 1s really anymore. And we'll let the tier 2s use that to cycle through their stuff. And that's another thing that we're going to need to hurry up and get set up too. Is I've unlocked tier 3 belts, I believe. Have I? Well, we're almost done with our current research actually. But I'm pretty sure if we come all the way down the line here. Yep, tier 3 conveyors are completely unlocked now. So is our tier 3 assembler. So we could actually progress our production to bigger, faster machines and belts. That will help with our logistics issues as well. We also have the tier 2 freight elevators, I believe. Scroll all the way back up to the top. Yeah, they're not up here in these sections, which means I've already unlocked them. And there goes our pump jack efficiency. I've been working kind of on the lesser sciences. Sorry, give me a sec. Sorry about that, slight interruption. But yeah, I've been kind of working on the sciences that are kind of less critical to game progression. And hoping to kind of save some of those other ones for while we're on, like underground mining. That can be advanced mining equipment used with ore veins. And we've unlocked the ability to detect ore veins now. So we're going to start that research and see what we can't do about improving our mining production. All right, what were we doing? We were cleaning out our inventory. Something down here can take some xeno plate or rubble or stuff. And let's see, is there anything here we might need? No, no, no. No, 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 and no. Alright, so I know in one of these storage containers over here I've got some cargo ship pads. And like I said, I want to get some destination pads set up over here so that we have kind of the ability to receive a constant flow, and then maybe some additional loading pads over at the other end. Well, there's a bunch of electronic components over here and other stuff. Yeah, we'll leave that. I'm looking for cargo stuff. Guess we should look at actually in the boxes. Probably take transformers and those. Excuse me. Hey, look at that. I've got some research servers right here in my pocket. I don't think I have enough stuff to set them up, though. Yeah, I've only got 4 building blocks on me at the moment. Don't need that. Don't need those. Don't need those. Want to set that up, but I'm not sure where yet. So that's it out of this box. Did you have any pluses? No, you've got a plus, so... take fluid assemblers, take our filter loaders, take our detonator, and some explosives. We'll take some pipe. We're going to go ahead and shove these things in here. Nope, we need that. Take some power poles. No smelters, no... I'm sure we're going to need more power somewhere, somehow. No crushers at the moment. And then over here, cargo start pad, boilers, And then just a bunch of components. I don't need any more loaders. No ramps, components. Need more of that. We'll take those again. Of course, we're going to have to get this all cleaned up and work back into the system at some point, but that is kind of low on my priority at the moment. Elevators. Definitely some belts and all the foundation blocks. Go ahead and take that extra bit of, whoops, not that, that. And I think that's it out of that one. What do you got? You got more belts. You got assemblers. I don't think we need those right now. Belts probably going to need a ton of. So I've only got a couple start pads. I don't have any destination pads on me, so I'm gonna have to go grab some of those. Oh, and then we still have to go over and set up stop these guys from coming over here for the time being. Now, where did I put those? I'm pretty sure they're out toward the end of our production over here. Not you. Not you. Not you. Not you. Not you. Where did I put them? Ah. Literally right at the end of our production. Okay, so these ones are target pads for liquid. Don't want the liquids yet. We'll get there, but I'm not ready for it now. You are start pads for liquid. It's you. Target pads, we want 2 more of those. And we want a bunch of start pads. So that gives us 7 altogether, plus the 3 that we've already got over there. So if we need to we can set up multiple sending platforms, loading platforms over here, and they will all send to kind of the same target pad for their respective material. So first order of business when we get over here, though, is to disable the start pads over here so that they stop sending material over to the production center, and let those belts kind of empty out a little bit so we've got some space to work without filling up our inventory with Xenoplate. Pretty sure the steel has already been disabled. That's why the storage container over there was pretty much empty, and the belts were empty. Yeah, steel is already turned off. So we'll disable. Oops. Just disable the Technum, and we'll come over here and disable the Xeno, hopefully before it gets full. Yeah, so they load pretty quick, right? And they recharge while they're loading. We're going to let it recharge, or I guess not. But basically, we're going to shut it off so that, yeah, like I said, we're not going to overload our inventory with the materials that come from these. Alright, So we're going to need a fair bit of space here to put down at least one more start pad for each of these. And we're out of blocks again. Awesome. Okay, cool. Take out our drill here. Get rid of a few problem plants and rocks and stuff. You're gonna be a problem. You won't be. You will be. You will be. Well, break it. Do the thing, dude. Alright, ore vein mining is done. So that means technically we could go build an ore vein miner, an underground miner, right now. Not going to. It'd be nice to explore, but I want to get this set up and built, at least built before the end of the episode. Gonna go back, get more building blocks. Those have been shut off now. Oops. And we can set down our other two receiving pads and get that set up so that we can at least turn the output back on. Because right now we're not going to receive anything over here once all of those ships are returned to the start pads. And it looks like this pad is empty, which means they've completely unloaded, which is fantastic. And hopefully these belts have started to kind of clean out and deplete. Xeno's still pretty full, which is not great, since that's the one that kind of... Is that 1,000 or 1,800? I can't read it. 1,000. Okay, so that's not horrible. And what we got coming out of here, you know, the output of the pad it's completely empty. But that does mean that we have to wait for all of these belts over here to kind of run out. But on the plus side, yeah, well, I was going to say on the plus side, the Technum has run out, but it has not. We can help that along by starting our next research. CPU production, mining laser, modular storage tank, monument, or robot components. Or large solar panels. And I haven't done anything with solar panels yet. That might be worth checking out. What kind of output do they have? This is 650 kilowatts. And my boilers output 3.5 megawatts. I might go with those, actually. Yeah, they require fuel. This is passive energy production. Clean energy production, whatever you want to call it. But, you know, and check out the mining laser. We'll get that unlocked, and we'll kind of work our way through the rest of these tier 4 sciences, and then we'll unlock tier 5 and see what that's going to take. In fact, we could probably find out what that takes. Robot parts, hydraulic piston, and CPU. Nothing that we have unlocked currently. Cool. Okay. So we want to look at setting up an output for each of these over here. So for starters, since that's empty, we can get rid of that. And all of these. Not the belt. Well, now the belts can kind of go too. But again, I don't want to be filling up my inventory with materials here, so I'll take the belts that are empty at the moment, and hopefully these materials will start moving along the belts here pretty quick. You're empty. But then again, it may not, because our steel isn't here, which means it's not helping in production capacity at all either. Oh, the belt, you dork. Okay, so that's that. This is a steel belt, but it is currently in the way. Probably pick up a bunch of these. You're not doing anything anyways. Add an extra storage container over here for overflow and backup, because the ships were waiting because they didn't have anywhere to output to. And I don't really have any need for those, at least at the moment. It's entirely possible that I will have a need for that later. These are inputs. I don't need the inputs. I only need the outputs on the storage container. Shift F, yeah. Okay, that's that. Now, if this Xeno would just move along. Wonder, does that go anywhere? Oh yeah, it does. No, it doesn't. Okay. That's kind of a non-issue. Got plenty of Xeno on the line here, plenty of mechanical parts. That's going to be Technum running along there. It's concrete, maybe? Not sure. Alright, okay, since we gotta wait on that, we're gonna come back over here. We're gonna grab us some building blocks. That's a problem. What do I have that I didn't have before? Well, we'll take what we can. Because all of that's going to have to be building blocks too. You know? But since we've got to wait for that to clear out anyways, we might as well come along back over here and put down the the extra start pads, or at least the building blocks for those start pads, since I'm almost certain that I still don't have enough building blocks, even though I've got 1,000 on me. it might be worth upgrading our building blocks and either our tier 2 or tier 3 conveyors, converting the storage up to a tier 2 at least, if not a tier 3. There, let's start down here this end. See if we get any more problems. Get you, and we're out again. Like, seriously. Okay, do I have room to put one of these down? Okay. Invalid copy target. No, it's not looking right at it. It's even got a collision. Vegetation. It looks like that would actually fit there. I gotta get rid of this thing. It's in the way. We're gonna need just a couple more rows of building blocks along this side. It's not. See? I told you. Just one more. What vegetation? What are you talking about? The rock or thatch? Oh. Alright. You gotta go. And we'll get rid of you for good measure. And you're gonna have to go. And you're gonna have to go. You gonna get it? Not the Windows button. There we go. And you're gonna have to go just for posterity's sake. Alright. Now can we place it, pretty please? Yes, that's more better. Alright, now how do I make sure those are lined up? Get closer. There and back just one. And we can do the same thing here. And see, that didn't line up. Why didn't that? Not a rotational thing. What's the deal? You're not going to let me place there because it's not fully... No, seriously, you two? It's not. Vegetation in the way? What? Where? Who? What vegetation is blocking, bro? Seems like it might be this rock. Yeah, I think that did the trick. that looks right. Sorta. Yep, and I think that's just a little bit too big of a hole for me to be able to get this thing placed in there. Yep. Well, okay. Those building blocks are really hurting. And of course, I shut off Xeno production, and those are one of the primary components of building blocks. I didn't shut off production, I shut off shipping of it. Let's see if we have any more down there. I don't expect that we'll have much, unfortunately. We did have a little bit of Technum. That was the problem. Technum, not Xeno. Did have a little bit of Technum on the line still, but it was only a little bit. The storage was completely empty, and I don't know how much was left going over to our production area over here. I might have to just clean up a bunch of the building blocks that we have, the excess building blocks that we have down here. Like that whole rooftop basically, and then that big old pad. Well, not that one there. Yeah, we got a full box. We place down some more stuff so we can grab more of these. Up to 1,200 now. We're about 40 minutes in, give or take. I need to grab jet fuel the next trip back here. So it would be nice if we could move a little bit faster to get between long distances like this. This is a long way to travel, even in a straight line. And being able to move at more than 20 meters a second would be helpful. And I know that we do have one more jetpack speed boost, right? And that'll be helpful, but you know, even if it's another 50% boost or whatever the difference is, it's still not going to be all that much faster. So I really hope that the devs have some kind of faster transportation in mind for the players as they're going through this. See, that is so weird. Those three are all oriented exactly the same way, right? But you're misaligned by a block that way. You're misaligned by a block that way. How did I don't understand how I did that. Yeah. Problem. I guess for starters we can put down some more building blocks underneath because we haven't even got the whole foundation set that we needed. This will help with that. With the inventory problem. Oh, yep, and then of course this is a thing too. I might go ahead and bring this back this way a bit too. Oop. Well, a bit, I guess. Alright. And then let's see if we can get these a little bit better aligned. They're so big, though. It's really hard to get them to line up. What would you? Thank you. I don't know how best to go about it. See, that looks... that's lined up. Peace. Nope, it's still a block over. Why? I don't understand. Like, that looks like the bounding block right there. You know, at the corner of the green. And if I put that, I should line up perfectly with that. Why doesn't it? Okay, let's see. Where's the base of this thing at? Can I line it up that way? Not really, huh? If I can't get it like this, I'm gonna give up, because see that it's like they're different shapes. It's the exact same orientation on all of these. They don't line up the same. Well, that looks to have lined up perfectly on this end. But right here, no. Why not? Why is there a hole in the middle of it? I don't understand. Oh, well, that's part of it. Anyways, we have them set. Now we have to provide product to them. And we still need to get over there and see what we can do about getting destination pads set up. Doing research, not crafting. Oh, what do we want to go for? How about CPUs? And that's going to take a new ore that we haven't found yet. But we have unlocked the ability to detect. In fact, we might even be able to look at our map, get our inventory off the way. We had some, it's Technum ore vein, interesting. We had some interesting, there's Telluzite. Where were they? Well, there was one right here. It was like a little cross, right? So I think it was just that. Those are, so the hexagons are the veins, which may be richer resources, maybe more resources, longer lasting. Not sure. Maybe we'll read into that here before too long. We only got about 10, maybe 15 minutes left of the episode. Yeah, closer to 20. Let's go ahead and take a look. We are looking at ore vein mining. Ores can be found in small ore patches all over the moon, but for large quantities of ore, it's better to go look for ore veins. Ore veins are large, connected pieces of terrain that expand from the depths up to the surface. They're rare, therefore, because of the limited range of the handheld scanner, it takes some time to find them if you explore on foot. On the map, they use a different icon compared to the regular ore patches. We notice that the hexagon shape versus the squares. Easier way to find them is the use of the long-range scanner modular building, which has its own info database page in case you want further information on how that works. We've kind of figured that thing out on our own. Mining setup, ore veins have multiple spots where an ore vein miner can be attached. Use your handheld scanner to find those spots. Once located, you need to dig or blast your way to them. Use the auto digging elevator. Is advised to quickly get to the desired depths. Once you've cleared enough space around the mineable spots, the ore vein miner needs to be positioned in a way so that the building can expand into the diggable part of the ore vein. Once supplied with power, the miner will drill into the ore vein and create a tunnel while generating ore. After some time, the ore vein miner will hit the ore vein core where it will stop mining. However, there is a way to convert an ore vein into an endless source of ore using a fracking tower. That's a late Tier 5. To learn about it, read its separate info database page after it's unlocked in Science Tier 5. Yeah, so it's very late station, late game for us. We haven't got that far yet. Okay, so that was the other thing we didn't. Buildings and machines, cargo ships. Yeah, we kind of figured those out. Basic configuration, takeoff conditions. I kind of know a little bit about those anyways. In-depth mechanics. Leave the start pad when start conditions have been fulfilled. Multiple ships are on the way to the target pad. They'll form a queue in the sky and land after each other. Queues based on order of takeoff. In case many ships going to the same pad, you might want to consider placing a second target pad. So I can take our target pads here. Ooh, I probably don't want to be standing here reading in the sky when our production area is a kilometer away. So these are the start pads. They don't have names. It's the destination pads that have names. So I can name one main production Technum or two. Well, no, we're only currently having one destination pad, right? For each resource. Oh, and that means we're gonna have to start looking at telluride production as well. It might be time to start looking at the advanced smelters and see what it's going to take to produce those. Might be one of the things that I do off camera between now and the next episode is get our tier 3 stuff set up, so our conveyors, belts, and the assemblers, right? Let's see, need jetpack fuel, which is there. And what else? I'm gonna go check on this mess over here. Doesn't seem to be moving very well, does it? We're gonna have to eat a bunch of iron plate, aren't we? No, it's empty. Cool. That'll help. Means the loaders are all good to pick up. And hopefully those belts will empty out here pretty quick-ish. And we can get our other two pads set up here. We might end up having to do that anyway, so I don't want to pick all that up by hand, but if I need to. Just gonna need foundation blocks at least to here. And we're out. we got over here? It's not going to be much. Am I getting any resources? Take the rest of them. Excellent. Only a few hundred left, and that's not going to be enough for this space. It really only technically needs to be enough for this space. Okay. And yeah, I kind of wanted to get this done today, but it doesn't look like I'm quite going to have the time to get it all down. We're rapidly closing in on the end of the episode. We'll try to get gotta try to get these belts cleaned up, and I think we're running into an inventory issue again. Go figure. Whole row. It is. So can we drop off? Where can we drop it off? Drop off a few of those. Get rid of that stuff. I said get rid of that stuff. We don't really want it. Same with the stone. Don't really want to be carrying around biomass anymore. But we want to get rid of all the biomass. Concrete. I have a feeling we're gonna have to be dropping dropping our xenoplate into some machines again. No. That's what I want. Thank you. Basically, anything that's coming off of these cargo ships, I want to pick it up. And more inventory space issues. Although, didn't do too bad. Do I have enough blocks to fill? I don't want it no more. takes a plate. Goes all of it. I can drop off the little bit of extra science that I've got in my pocket over here too. But that is not why we're here. It's not what we're doing. We need to get this cleaned up and done. Interesting. Thank you. And you. I'm probably gonna have to get rid of all of that too. That's right. Yeah, that'll work. You. All the way out to the edge. Okay. And oh, so there's walkways built into these things. Interesting. See, it's misaligned again. How? It's not an invalid copy target. Oh, is that belt in the way? That line it up? That appears to have lined it up. Okay. Have room for one more? Ooh, ropey. It's gonna take some reorganizing of a lot of belts. Okay, well, I mean, that's gonna make it a good stopping point, I guess. I'm gonna leave you set named as is. Well, although your name isn't as is. No, we're gonna set you as maybe abbreviate, that's the term I'm looking for. MP, so main production, steel receiving. Okay, I'm gonna come over here and call this one main production MP Xeno receiving ing. Oh my god, I can't spell. Okay, and then once we can get that third one set up, that'll be our Technum receiving. And we kind of need to make that a priority. Good. There. And go down to make sure we encompass everything. And let's see. I don't wanna, okay, that scared me. So I don't wanna mess with that belt. You're gonna have to go. Just go on to our next research. You're gonna have to go. Liquid tellurite. So it doesn't matter how I rotate it. Dang it. Okay, so it means that you are going to have to go somewhere else. you. Run you back there. Cut off the line. Actually, we'll go ahead and move this one a little further along here, just to make sure I've got plenty of room for that. Okay. Maybe not quite that far along, actually. And of course, we'll have a ramp there. We want to go down from there to, yeah, perfect, there. Okay, we'll go connect this end. Down here on this end, we're going to have to wait for that to catch up a bit. Shouldn't take too long. It's our power supply, so it should go pretty quickly through here. And once the back end of that line is all the way through, we'll just connect this up, delete that belt, that belt. That belt stops there. We can reroute it. Say, over anywhere kind of around here is probably okay. And then we're gonna bring it over. Come on, do the thing. There you go. And dump it on over here again once that has cleaned out. Okay, we're done down there. So get rid of that belt, drop one more of those, and that drops perfectly into the balancer there. You're annoying. Why do you have to be right there? Oh, you're gonna need that one for tracing purposes. Okay. Now, how much more space do you need? You gotta be getting close, man. Of course, the wafer boards are in the way. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to reroute those. Of course, we're on the same line. Urgh. What? No. Okay. So that's gonna have to branch and turn over here, I think. Bring it all the way over here by the... Where's that steel there going that way? Maybe we'll turn here. Well, that was lucky, wasn't it? Okay. Now we'll have to figure that out on the other end, but ultimately that's what we wanted. We wanted to be able to get access to that space. Now, oh, it's on a different level. Really? It's alright, we can fix that. That's easy fix. You're gonna have to go down a bit. No, 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 no. And of course I'm coming up short on building blocks again. Go figure. Alright, well, I have gone over. I'm going to try to get the rest of this sorted out off camera, and hopefully when I come back we'll have kind of doubled or maybe even tripled our material receiving here in the production area, which will enable us to produce at a much higher level. So I hope you guys are continuing to enjoy the series. I hope you are. If you haven't already started playing the game, I hope you have. Plan to. It's a pretty fun game. I'm certainly enjoying the playthrough. If you guys are enjoying the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. And if you have any suggestions, comments, anything like that, leave them in the comments for me. I try to read every comment, and I try to respond to every comment as well. And yeah, so with that, again, thank you guys so very much for joining me, and I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.